The practice I'm about to share with you is going to change your life. It is going to walk you through how to step into your best version of self and manifest your dream life. How do I know this is actually going to work? Because I've guided countless clients through this exact process and practice and have been able to watch them manifest beautiful things in their lives, from love to even better relationships to job to money to unexpected opportunities. And it's worked in my life as well. I manifested a whole new life, from my career to a laptop lifestyle to the home I lived in to the city I moved to a new car, and it all happened like at once, which is really cool. And manifested new friends and a community and working at the yoga studio I wanted to work at. Like, it's just worked for so many different little dreams, big dreams, your dream life. So what you need is a notebook, a manifest book, if you will, and a pen. What I would suggest is having 2 blank pages. So one page can be your brainstorming page, and the other page is going to be your masterpiece. You're going to have a step-by-step essential process here that is going to guide you each day to what to practice being your next best version of self. It's practice, like an actor practices their role. You're practicing your role of your best version of self, because your personality creates your personal reality. Thank you, Dr. Joe Dispenza, for that one. What that really means is your inner world is going to attract what is in your outer world. So when we really look what your personality is made up of your vibration, how you be, how you carry yourself, your habits and your actions, well, let's line that up real nicely for you. So what I want you to start with is, on your masterpiece page, draw a big triangle and make sure, okay, you're probably like gonna draw a really big one. It's ripped because I've literally read it and looked at it so many times. Mine's very messy. Yours will most likely not look like this. I've had some clients, they create it actually on like Canva or a Photoshop thing, so really creative that way. So maybe you're not writing yours out, but just so you can see, your triangle is actually gonna be in the center, kind of small, because you're only gonna have to put 5 words in the center. It's really blown up on my whiteboard here, just so you can see the words. But yes, it's gonna be quite small, because on the sides, oh God, I don't even wanna show you this because it looks so messy, but that's just how mine looks like. Draw your triangle in the center of your page, probably about this size, right in the center, and writing IB. You can write IB or I am. In my old one, I used I am. In my new one, I used IB. Now, when you tune into your dream life or best version or next version of you, take time to write out on your brainstorm page what it is that you want to manifest, or what it is that you see yourself doing or being or acting. What are a few of your heart's desires? So some prompt questions could be your ideal personal reality for your health, your career, your relationships, your home, your dreams, your desires. Now, there's gonna be a lot of pausing in the video, so pause to brainstorm this out, answer those prompts, just start to get that connection to your best version of self, to your next level of self, to your dreams going and flowing, and just let that stream of consciousness flow out through your pen. And when you have that all written and it feels complete, come back and hit play. Okay, so now you have written out heart's desires, your dream life, what your next version, best self is doing and how they're operating. When you look at that, what are the qualities or the virtues or the emotional states that this person, this level of self, this best version of you has? So for example, confident, inspiring, abundant, successful, impactful, love, unstoppable. I'm just reading off my old one. Aligned. I've done this exercise twice now because it works so powerfully. I'm ready to step into my even next and best version of self, right? Because you keep evolving, you keep going up the levels. I don't think we'll ever reach the top of our best version of self. Like, we just keep growing and evolving. So my next one is bright, peace, powerful, presence, energetic. So brainstorm out, when you read what you wrote, what sums that up in about 3 to 5 qualities, virtues, emotional states, and make it one word. And maybe you have, when you go through this, more than 3 to 5, but we're only going to work with 3 to 5. So just circle the top 3 to 5 if you have, say, like 15 or 20, and if there's ones that are kind of similar, but choose the words that you feel like you can connect to, or they excite you, or they just like stand out to you. If they're kind of like a low hum, a low vibration, don't really resonate with you, don't use those ones. We want impactful ones, inspiring ones. Again, hit the pause button so that you can do this in real time and find those words. Okay, now you have those words on your page, in your triangle, writing those words, whether you're saying I be or I am, and just having it make sense what those words are. So I be confident, I be bright, I am present, I am abundant, if you're using I am or I be. All right, now we get to move to the bottom of the triangle, and the words you wrote in the center of your triangle. How does this best version of you carry themselves, their body, their energy? And this is really powerful. I learned this in a Tony Robbins seminar, where how you carry your body and how you hold your body actually creates shifts and changes in how you feel. And it actually totally makes sense. So for example, if you were at a grocery store and someone felt low and down and not confident, how they would be carrying themselves: rounded shoulders, not making eye contact, looking at the ground. Like, you can tell when someone is not happy. And you can also tell when someone is confident and bright and bubbly. Their spine is long and tall. Their shoulders are relaxed. They're making eye contact. They're smiling. They're breathing in a relaxed way, in a full and deep way. So when you read in the center of your triangle those qualities, those virtues, when you look back on what you wrote of what you're doing in your dream life, those heart's desires, how is this version of you carrying themselves? So think like body, like those examples I gave you. Try to have one per energy at least, so that when you eventually go through your practice, which I will show you how to do at the end, that you can actually practice and be in the body position and energy and vibe of that actual quality, so that each word you wrote down, you would know how to emulate that and practice that in your body. Okay, now once you have written each of those out, you're going to write that on your page at the bottom of the triangle space here, where we have body and energy. Ooh, this next part, I love this next part. All right, so now we're going on to beliefs. Beliefs, affirmations, declarations, statements of truths. There's so many different names and iterations and expressions of this part. So, what are 1 to 2 beliefs per quality, virtue, emotional state, word that you wrote in your triangle? So, for example, for powerful, I seek validation from within and always receive it. So what's really key here is the belief matches or creates, cultivates, expands the word. So my word of being powerful, I seek validation from within and always receive it. That makes me feel very powerful because I'm resourced from within. These words strung together make me feel powerful. So when you're doing this part, you might have to spend a little bit of time here to really brainstorm what words strung together, that sentence that makes you really start to feel, even if it's just a little bit, a degree of that word. And you'll find as you do this each day, because that is how new neural nets, new neural pathways, how we step in and create our next version of self. It's through repetition, practice. How do we get good at any skill? We practice. How do athletes get great at their game? They practice, they train. You're practicing and training for your big game of life and of manifesting those big dreams and desires. For confidence, I have, it is safe to be seen even if not approved and applauded by all. My confidence is not being fueled by anything outside of me. It is safe, create that safety to be seen, right? Confidence is being seen in my gifts without needing to be approved or applauded by all. Because you'll notice you might have some limiting beliefs here that go against the very word you have written down, and confidence used to be based on external validation, and it's like, no, let's disconnect that, create a new neural connection, new neural pathway. And this is the power of belief work, because beliefs, they become you. Beliefs are how our actions are led or not. So that's why it's so important that our beliefs, because they lead our habits and actions, we really spend some good time on this work. If connecting to beliefs is a newer practice for you, I'm gonna leave a video in the description box below called Becoming a Manifesting Powerhouse with Affirmations, and it walks you through making these affirmations if you feel like you need a little bit extra support here. But I'm gonna give you my top few ones here. I get paid to live my dream life. I co-create total financial freedom and success in an easeful, fun, relaxed, healthy, positive manner for the highest and greatest good. That one's kind of long. Yours don't have to be as long. I have everything within me to succeed in my dreams. Money expands in proportion to my desires. I live in joyous expectancy of the best. Oh, see, these are just making me feel the vibe. I align to exponential wealth, exponential growth. Wealth comes to me no matter what. I am worthy of my desires unconditionally. I love that one, because then we're not putting conditions on our desires. Oh, that one goes really, really deep if you actually let it. I can engage with what life presents me skillfully. I receive my good from expected and unexpected sources. Those are just some examples. The thing here is you might not believe it yet right when you write it down, but if there's like a little part of you that believes it, that will grow and that will expand, and the resistance will start to dissolve and dissipate. Don't have ones that are just so out of left field that you can't even connect to. You want to have a little bit of a connection to. You want it to make you feel a type of way when you say them. You want these beliefs to make you feel what you have written in the triangle. So try to go about that 1 to 2 for each of them, and then you'll end up with that 6 to 10, depending on how many of those words you wrote in your triangle. When I do this with my clients, we spend a whole hour, and then they do even more work on their own, and then in the next session we really fine tune it. So if you're speeding through this, set aside more time for yourself. Your dreams will thank you for it, because this is a prerequisite. All right, and now we move on to habits and actions. Our dreams, our manifestations require how we be and what we do. So you really worked on the being part with beliefs, how you be, how you carry yourself. Now the doing in your external world. So your habits and your actions. This is where you have to look at what you wrote for your dream life, and what is this version of you doing? What do they do? Whether it's daily, what do they do weekly? What do they do monthly? Maybe it's even yearly. So for example, for my dream life, I have many weekly goals. So weekly, I'm creating 1 YouTube video per week, one YouTube short per week. In my old one, for love, again, go through each of the words you wrote down in the center of your triangle. For love, I wrote down going on one date a week. So whether that was a date by myself, for myself, or a date with someone else, I was putting in the effort, the action, going on these dates. One of the habits and actions was doing this daily as well, because when you go through this, you will feel from your thoughts starting to shift, from how you feel emotionally will start to shift, from how you carry yourself physically, what you do, it all shifts in alignment to the best version of yourself. It's mind-blowing. It truly, truly is. When you realize you could have been doing this whole time. So again, pause the video, really connect and tune in. What is this version of me doing? What are the steps along the way that would help me align to my best version of self, living out my dream life? And what can you start doing daily, weekly, monthly for that to happen? Oh my goodness. All right, you have all of that written out now. So have your beliefs written on this side of the page, habits written on that side, body energy written on that side. So again, it starts to fill out your page. Now, fun thing, name this version of yourself. I like to do things, my name is Megan, so like M with it, like manifesting Megan, Millie Megs, Millionaire Megs, Millie Megs, or like a 2.0 version, like Megs 2.0, clients names like Radiant Riley, Confident Claire, however you want to name it, make it fun, name this version of yourself. You know how people are like, my alter ego? It's like, this is the name of your best version of self. It makes it fun. And manifesting and personal development gets to be fun because there's going to be enough curveballs and challenges life throws your way. You might as well add as much joy and fun as you can. Lastly, for each word you wrote in the center of your triangle, brainstorm out prompts that will support you throughout the day if you notice you shifting away from feeling those states you wrote down in your triangle. So for example, if you wrote success in there, a prompt would be having a list of all the great successes you've accomplished in your life and reading them so you can get back into that state, that energy, that vibration of success. For maybe you wrote happy. A really great prompt for that is just to smile. That sends signals up to your brain that you are happy and it starts to release some beautiful chemicals. So your body starts to feel happy too, just by smiling, right? Your body, remember, your body is really, really powerful in creating that feeling within. For maybe you wrote present, a prompt for present would be to pause and take 5 deep breath cycles to connect to the present moment. That's a beautiful prompt. So just it's like a little cheat code at the very bottom underneath here, hopefully, or anywhere on your page, writing down one prompt that throughout your day, if you notice you're not operating from the center of your triangle, that will bring you into that state. And another great prompt would to be read your beliefs, because again, they should be invoking these emotions. All right, so after all your brainstorming, you add it to your page. I mean, my new one doesn't even look much better. But you add it to your page, you have it all there. You have the body underneath, the beliefs over here, the habits over here, the prompts underneath. Now, you're gonna practice this every single day. Morning is the best time. You could even do it at night, but why the morning? You are already in a theta brainwave state where your subconscious is turned on. Your subconscious is the ruler of actions, habits, your beliefs, and so we want all of this to go into our subconscious. In the mirror is even more powerful because you're seeing yourself, you're starting to shift your self-concept and self-identity. So going in front of the mirror, starting with the I be. Reading I be or I am. Go through each of those words. I am bright. And just take a moment to feel it. Really let yourself feel it. Don't just say, I'm bright. Hold yourself in that energy of the brightness. I'm again using my words. I am bright. I am peace. I am powerful. Reading through it, letting yourself feel those words you writ in the center. At the same time, simultaneously holding your body in what you wrote of how your body would be in correlation to each of those words. So I am confident, I am standing tall, and don't just like speed race through this. Let your body embody them, integrate them. So it's not just for your subconscious, it's for your body as well. You're carrying yourself in that position when you read through them. And then move on to the beliefs. Reading out the beliefs of each of those words. And again, hold yourself in the body position and speak and say it out loud. Let your own ears hear and embody those words, the vibration of your words, of those beliefs. Oh, it's so amazing. I love it so much. And then read through the habits and actions and ensure that you've scheduled out time, carved out time throughout your day to ensure if you have daily ones or check off, yep, I got my weekly done here. Oh, the monthly one's coming up, so that you remain dedicated to these habits and to these actions, as again, manifesting requires doing and being your part. So this is the doing your part. Bonus points, read through it 5 times. And if you're really new to the manifesting world, self-development, read through it throughout your day. Feel it. You're not just reading it, you're feeling it, you're embodying it, you're integrating it. You are shaping your inner world so that your outer world is exactly what is on your heart, what you want to manifest. This works. It really, really works. It's worked again for me and for clients, and I just only want to share with you what actually moves the needle here. So enjoy. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments. I will definitely get back to you. And then have this list with you. Bring it with you till eventually it's like mine and it rips in half. Bring it with you because you have the prompts at the bottom. So if you find yourself throughout the day dipping into a lower vibration, you're not in aligned, because you're gonna feel on fire, you're gonna feel unstoppable when you go through this in the morning. You have those prompts that will support you, those little extra practices to get back into that high vibrational state, so you are becoming the best version of yourself, and watch your dream life manifest. I would love to hear when it does. Leave me a comment because I'm gonna celebrate with you. If you enjoyed this vibey practice, hit that like button. I would love to feel your energy. Oh, this is just such a powerful practice. Repeat it every day for 21 days. That repetition is so key, so important. Remain devoted, remain committed. Look at anyone who's achieved anything at any great level. Repetition of what they did. Every day they showed up. Every day they shot the basketball. Every day they showed up for themselves. This is you showing up for you. And I'm so excited for you. Lots of love, lots of light. Till next we meet. Mwah.